So I feel compelled to make this video, and I've tried several times to not make this video. I've had the compulsion to make the video. Like, I get this compulsion to make videos sometimes. I'll be like doing my thing, going about my day, and I'm just like this thought will occur to me, and it's like, communicate this thought, articulate this thought. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I have to stop, and then it's going to take more time, and then da 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 da. Or sometimes I do it, and it's like I kind of train myself to tell which ones are the good ones because I have these thoughts like all the time. So if I always went with every one of these thoughts that I had, then I would make 20 videos a day. And I would get nothing done. I get really stressed out, and then I'd probably quit doing YouTube because it would cause me anxiety. So I have to kind of pace myself with this, like many things, like push ups, exercise. I've recently started pacing myself with calisthenics where I do a little bit every single day, a little bit of kettlebell swings, a little bit of bridging, a little bit of pull ups, push ups, squats, walking every day, just every day, a little bit, little bit, little bit, and every day. And the amount that my body, I'm building this capacity ultimately, which reminds me of a video that that'd be such a good short. Okay, I've got to go make that video. So now I am back from making that video. That was thrilling. So I got a lot of ideas out in that video. And that's pretty crazy. I articulate a lot about Farmer Burns and wrestling culture. And so now this video is edited, which is interesting because I don't typically do the edited videos, but I guess I am right now. And this really all comes back around to creative energy. So right now I'm mildly stoned. I'm underslept. I'm recovering from a many years long sickness that's sapped me of strength and vitality and taxed my will to live, but I got a psycho vengeance, so I personified the illness as a demon, which is why the course is called Beating Insomnia, because I'm like, insomnia is the demon. I'm going to teach you how to fucking beat the shit out of it, so I can just imagine this demon being beaten by people for all eternity. Oh, makes me smile. So, like, and if I have to give one piece of advice on how to actually achieve this, it's God grants us all a certain amount of energy. He gives us the energy to beat our hearts. He gives us the energy to get up in the morning. He gives us sex energy. He gives us libido. And I agree with Freud. Libido is the primary energy. And you can't waste that shit. Like, it's not about judgment or right or wrong. And I'm not saying you should become an anti jerking off weirdo who's like, anyone who ever pleasures themselves is evil. Like, this is a strange. I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem compatible with life to me. It's not a good perspective. It's not a life affirming perspective. But it's about energy. And this is what I would say about self pleasuring, masturbation, jerking off and jizzing, PMO, porn addiction, all these great, wonderful, very comfortable topics to talk about that aren't awkward at all. Um, and I'd say that it's not a matter of judging yourself or being like, oh no, I'm impure, or oh no, this is bad, or oh no, like all of these things are true in their own right, and they're their own thing, and they should be thought of and considered. But I don't think it's really the focus. It's not really what matters here. What matters is inertia. What matters is the flow of energy out of a dam. Like, I am making this video, I'm making a lot of these videos, I'm doing my life from a standpoint of this is where the energy goes. I have a certain amount of energy, and I feel the same desire to release that energy into the world that every living creature does, because that is what life is. Life is that energy. And I give that energy to my craft, to my family, to my future, like, because it's like water behind a dam. I got a lot of water behind that dam. Like, there's so much dammed up water that, I mean, that water could spend all day, every day doing whitewater rapids for the next 20 years easily. And then that water's going to wear a channel that just wants to do that all the time. And that water's not going to run through the hydroelectric dam and power all of the cities of the future of my dreams and aspirations. You see what I'm saying here? Like, if you've got a low sex drive and none of this is a problem for you, and you're listening to me talk about this and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I have a very ordinary sex drive. Like, I maybe want to have sex once a week, maybe, like, I'm just kind of ordinary sex drive human being. You're not going to relate to this. You're not going to see this as a struggle. But us well-endowed people, as people who have been gifted tremendous amounts of water behind our dam, like, just, it's ridiculous. Like, I got to do so much stuff all the time, and it's great. And I still have a very passionate and active sex life with my wife. Like, I don't, like, like, I mean, I don't want to embarrass. I don't think she'll be embarrassed. She'll tell me if she's embarrassed by anything I say, but I'm not gonna. Like, 2-3 times a day, often, just ongoing. Like, we just have, like, I mean, there's like points where it dips down for sure, because like things are going on and whatever. But like, get married, have kids, build a business, do push-ups, win sports, dominate, hike a mountain, discover a new branch of mathematics on the mountain. Don't eat mushrooms on the mountain. That'll probably kill you. Like, I wouldn't go try to discover a new species of psychedelic fungus on a mountain. That sounds like a bad idea. I think that the best way to discover new species of psychedelics is to study indigenous people. That's a good way to go about it. But like, do these things. Like, take that water and put it somewhere, because if you allow yourself the outlet of excess self pleasure, and you could define all this for yourself because your brain will just do that on its own. It's great that way. If you allow yourself the outlet of excess self pleasure, you simply build neuro reward circuitry that is all based around that behavior, which means you train your mitochondria to have reinforcing dopamine circuitry, whereby your metabolism and personality are driven by behaviors that you yourself do not admire the emulation thereof. Or you could do the other thing and just do so many push-ups that you're like, just so jacked from doing all these push-ups, and I've made thousands of videos, and this business, it just keeps building more. Like, you could just do that. And it's kind of cooler because then you can like still do all the pleasure stuff, but like get a wife, get a relationship, put that in a relationship box where at least the water is building the channel of a relationship, and you're not just simply the most successful masturbating weirdo who's successful at the skill of being a masturbating weirdo. Because the person with the highest sex drive is either going to be the most successful person. They're just going to be like the person who's the most successful. What they do is the person with the highest sex drive and aptitudes for that skill. Because how could it be any other way? It's like who has it's just energy. It's all it is, just energy. That's why Conor McGregor is either in the news or in the octagon. It's just energy. And you got to put that energy somewhere, because if you just let it leak out, that leak becomes a river.